Why are you here today to witness this hearing?
I think the issues raised in the hearing are very important to the development of entertainment and media images in the world today. I'm interested in hearing the debate and hoping to find the balance between the First Amendment right of artists to project images and content that they aspire to, and also the importance of public policy in bridging the gap between distorted and negative images and helping to promote positive images that don't infringe on the artist's ability to communicate but do promote more worthwhile and healthy discussion in our culture.
I know for a lot of members of the hip-hop generation been around for a while. A lot of memories go back to 1992, 93 when Dionne Warwick testified, the whole Temple Gore controversy. Dionne Warwick mispronouncing Snoop Dogg's name. People sort of feel like it's more the same with, really no impact. Like, do you feel that this hearing could have any more impact than those hearings 15 years ago now?
Yeah, I think it could. We've got new leadership in Congress that has a different sensitivity to this issue, as well as a little bit more common thread with many of the artists that are participating in the hip-hop culture today. So I hope it does have a greater impact. I think also the community, the consumer, is more attuned to the need for a more robust discussion of how images can be portrayed that are more positive. And I think the industry will respond to that even more than the congressional pressure.
So you fully feel that the consumer audience right now is dying to hear some of the more positive aspects of, let's say, hip hop or so forth, because a lot of people feel like that, hey, you still listen to radio, you still hear songs like Soulja Boy, who's 16 years old, talking about Superman that, Super Soap that. So, people wonder, is it really going to happen? Like, how much power does this really have to change things? And is it more the industry or is it more the consumer that's going to change it? And is the consumer really going to change things?
I do believe there is a groundswell of support for a more positive hip-hop message than we are getting today. And that will come from the grassroots, just like hip-hop originally did. And as it develops up the chain of command into corporate America and into Congress, there will be responsive rappers, responsive hip-hop artists that will develop a commercial sound that will be genuine to their community, but also less offensive to the market.
Well, I guess this might be a broad question, but I guess if you could do it as quickly as possible. Analyze what you feel the current state of hip-hop is right now in 2007, in terms of content and everything.
I think it's pretty much all over the place right now, which is good. There is a vast diversity in hip-hop culture right now. We need to encourage that diversity, encourage artists and entertainment, but also recognize that some artists have gone too far. They have offended people in the culture that don't deserve to be offended. It wasn't Imus. It didn't start with Imus. It's not going to stop with Imus. It transcended before Imus and will transcend past him. So it is an opportunity to have a check and balance on the industry, which I think is healthy. Many of the artists and entertainers in America today felt that they were beyond checks and balance, but that's a distortion of the industry and a distortion and aggrandizement of their own success. We need to put those young men and women in check and bring them back to reality that, no, you have an obligation to the community because your livelihood depends on that. And if they don't check themselves, the community and the industry will.
Okay. We have a slogan for our show. It's called Urban Intelligence. When you hear the term urban intelligence, what comes to mind when you hear those two words together?
The thousands of outstanding urban America youth that are excelling in the workplace, excelling in the classroom, excelling in the studio. Urban intelligence is not an anomaly, it's a truism. And let's promote more urban intelligence as we promote more images that are positive, more expressions that are positive. Let's create the intelligence and display it on television, display it in the studio, display it on the airwaves. It's nothing unique about urban intelligence. That's where most of the intelligence from our society comes from, is the urban community. So let's don't look down on academic excellence in the urban environment. Let's not be negative towards the projection of positive, great, outstanding achievements of urban Americans now and in the future. There's nothing inconsistent with being brilliant and being successful and being a hip-hop artist. There's no inconsistency there. So let's promote urban intelligence, urban achievement, and urban lifestyle. That all is compartmentalized into one bundle, and I'm glad to be a small part of it.